Hi, it's Tate. I'd like to talk about some Chinese translations for superhero names. I think this is a fun topic because I really like superheroes and comic books, both Marvel and DC, and anything I can get my hands on, and I really like the Chinese language. And if we talk about this a bit, I think that you will be able to understand a little bit about how Chinese characters and words are composed. The first up is Spider-Man. This is 蜘蛛侠 in Chinese. 蜘蛛 means spider, but 侠 does not mean man. 侠 is more like knight. It's somebody that's going to come in and save the day, And that might have been applied to the regular kind of medieval style knights in the past. But nowadays, if you search just the character 侠 on Google, you're mostly going to see Spider-Man or some other superheroes. This 侠 is used in a lot of different superhero names. For example, Batman is 蝙蝠侠. This is just Bat 侠. Wonder Woman is 神奇女侠. This is Wonder Female Knight. Hawkeye isn't just Hawkeye, it's 鹰眼侠. Hawkeye 侠, Hawkeye Knight. Again, they added that on there too. Iron Man in Chinese isn't actually iron or man. It's 钢铁侠, which is like steel knight. I heard that they actually used to call him something different. They used to just call him 铁人, which is Iron Man, but for some reason they changed it to 钢铁侠when the MCU movies came out. Venom is 毒液. In Chinese, this word is a bit more specific than the English word, I think, because myself or regular English speakers, we hear venom, we don't really see anything else within that word. But the Chinese word is very clearly poison liquid. It's a bit more specific, right? You can zoom into that character a little bit, and you might see on the side those three little things. Those are often used in anything to do with water. But sometimes they're not. They can be used in words that are figurative as well. It doesn't always have to do with water, but it kind of looks like a little splash of water there on the side, right? Which makes sense for, liquid. And then, to make things a bit more interesting, some Chinese words that are translated from English are not actually translated based on their meaning at all. They're just translated based on the sound. For example, Loki in Chinese is Luo-Ji. Luo can be a family name or is the name of some places, some rivers in China. And Ji is a base or a foundation. But the Ji isn't really there because the character Loki has to do with anything to do with the foundation. It's just there totally because of the sound. The translation for Wolverine is not one of my favorite ones, even though Wolverine is one of my favorite characters. It's Jinggang Lang. Lang is wolf. Now, that is not Wolverine, right? Wolverine is quite a different thing. A Wolverine is ferocious and small, just like the character. But a wolf is bigger and it travels in packs. It's just not the same thing. And Jinggang, I think, is even more confusing for readers because it's the name for King Kong. So if somebody never knew who the Wolverine character was, they'd be wondering, oh, what is this King Kong wolf? That's kind of weird, right? You can zoom in further, and Jinggang is two different characters. Jin is gold or metal, and Gang is heart. Note that the Gang is a bit similar to the character for steel that I mentioned earlier for Iron Man, but it's not the same thing. Anyways, I think this kind of stuff is interesting. In my work, we often analyze translations a lot, and we find better ways of saying things, both for creating brand names and writing WeChat articles and all kind of stuff. So I'm doing this all the time, and this stuff is interesting to me. Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. See you later.